Acting National Chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Ambassador Umar Damagum, said on Tuesday that the party has been too magnanimous to Delta State and did not deserve the political treatment it received through the defection. In a massive political realignment that shook the main opposition party, Governor Sheriff Oborevwori and other stakeholders in Delta State formally announced their resignation from the People's Democratic Party to join the ruling All Progressive Congress on Wednesday. Damagum said the 2027 election is between Nigerians and the All Progressive Congress, an opportunity he noted will be best utilized to punish the ruling party for inflicting deep economic pains on citizens. Damagum, who spoke while presenting a certificate of return to the PDP candidates for the Anambra State governorship election, Chief Ezenwafo Jude, assured that the party would win the Anambra poll. He said, "It's very sad and unfortunate because to me, if there is any state that should think that way, not Delta, because the party was very magnanimous. I thank God that in their message, they didn't say the party did anything wrong to them other than good," he said. He disclosed that the PDP will take over its structures immediately by setting up a caretaker. "We are still taking stock and we will do that immediately. I also want to enjoin our members, both in Delta and the country in general. I want to remind us of what happened in 2023. The PDP can still make it," he said. Damagum drew attention to the fact that the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, had never been a governor and he was able to get the votes he got. Well, what do you make of this story?
So the PDP, like we said earlier, is gradually losing ground. The Damagum said they want to win Anambra. Well, I don't. the chances of PDP winning Anambra is very slim.
I think it's a tall order.
They should have. Can PDP win Abga in Anambra State? Well, there's nothing wrong for you to wish. It's a wish, but it's very slim for PDP to win in Anambra. Then back to the Delta State.
Yes.
The Constitution allows people to defect from one party to another. The governor of Delta State has left the PDP to APC, so the PDP should accept
his councillors, stakeholders, and all. So technically, there is no PDP.
There is no PDP in
Delta
Delta State. So PDP has lost Delta State. The earlier the PDP start looking at, I don't want to bring in the FCT minister into Delta State as well, but I know that the FCT minister has so much influence in the South. And some of these things are, when the governor of Rivers State was suspended, he ran to PDP governors forum, and some of those around him, the governor also assured him that, in fact, they issued a press statement. The South governor also did the same, and unfortunately, the same South governor who condemned the removal of Okowa and call the president unpredictable name, have now left the PDP to meet with the president.
Brings me to another question, Chris, that I want to ask you now. Now, with the defection of this PDP governor to APC, do not forget that the litigation against the Attorney General of the Federation and the presidency at the Supreme Court over Rivers State emergency rule was instituted by the PDP governors. Now, the defection of some of these people automatically means that they have waived their right over that suit because they are no longer members of PDP Governors Forum. How do you see that affecting the chances of that suit having life in the court?
No. Of a truth, it will not affect. That suit was filed for and on behalf.
Can they withdraw? They can withdraw from that.
They can only withdraw their membership or withdraw the withdraw themselves from the suit, but they cannot withdraw the suit. The suit still stands.
All right.
Because the they left the PDP. There is still PDP Governors Forum with a head, so it will not in any way affect.
There is still PDP Governors Forum, and these people are actually appellants in this matter.
It does not.
When that matter will be called on, you know, they will call the appellants one by one, you know, and then the respondents will also be called one by one. There will be technicalities that will be brought up in this matter on this account. I can tell you for free. There will be technicalities that will be brought up on this matter.
No, the governor is not a the governor of Delta State is not a respondent in the suit.
I will find out. That also even brings me to, well, I think I shouldn't talk about that as well, because I would ask if some moves that are being made are in line with this suit, whether there are certain intentionalities and how it's going to play out at the end of the day. But then it's still politics. And moving on, still talking about the Oborevwori and Okowa defection and how this is going to affect 2027 elections, general elections this time around. The girl of defection from PDP to the APC is astronomical. It is alarming as it is. And you recall of allegations of possible one-party system in the country. Do you see that becoming a reality at this point?
No, but I don't think that is possible in Nigeria to have one-party system.
Damagum said, I'm quoting him, that the 2027 elections is between Nigeria and Nigerians and APC. He has removed the party. Last time I checked, elections are between political parties, and then Nigerians are to vote. But if a main opposition party, the leader of a main opposition party is coming out to remove themselves from the equation and replacing Nigerians in the place of PDP, I think that should raise cause for concern. I mean, I'm quoting him, that 2027 elections is between Nigerians and the APC, and that Nigerians should use the opportunity to punish the ruling party for inflicting economic pains on them. Where is the room for opposition? Is Damagum accepting by his statement that PDP is defeated and will not be a viable platform for 2027 elections?
The PDP has lost confidence in itself. That's what that statement meant, if you ask me. For you to say it's between APC and Nigeria, not between, like you said, the election is between political parties, and the national chairman of PDP has deleted PDP and said it's between the APC and Nigeria. What it means is that they are not sure of winning the 2027 election. So that's the PDP, and with what is happening in the country, the PDP does not stand a chance of winning the 2027
which means that there is also a possibility that there will be more defections from PDP governors.
Yes,
because I mean, during elections there is this support that they give themselves, but in a situation where the federal might is overwhelming, there might be possibilities of more defections, because particularly for governors that want to go for second term, the need to return and some compromises have to be reached.
Well, for me, as a Nigerian, I think having a one-party system is not good for our democracy. Opposition should be allowed to do their game. But that's why the political system in Nigeria is not built on any ideology. It is what the
winner takes it all.
No, winner takes it all, and where belief is. Yes, so politicians want what they are interested is where to service their interests. It is not about any ideology. It's not about Nigeria. It's not about the interests of the people. It's about their personal interest. So when a governor defects from a political party to another, a political party that brought you to power to another, what's the ideology behind it? Nothing. It's just to either for personal interest. That's it. So, but because of the delicate nature of our democracy, we should not encourage a one-party system. If not, at the long run, it is going to affect us as a people. So opposition should be allowed to strive. But the same opposition have decided to collapse, to close their house, and meet the ruling party, which is very unfortunate. The situation
PDP has found themselves
in
and Nigerians by extension.
It's because at the end of the day, it is the Nigerians that will suffer. When you have opposition, you cannot say you are doing democracy without a viable opposition. It's the opposition that imagine where you don't have opposition in the state or in the country. Right. Everybody is singing the praises of the president or the governor. It will not. That's not democracy. All so right. The PDP should look at what they look at their policy. Look at maybe they should start by apologizing to Nigeria, because they also held powers for 16 years. And when the national chairman is saying that against the economic policies of the president, when the PDP was in power, what happened? When Nigeria are not suffering. So they should also start by apologizing to Nigeria for mismanaging our resources for 16 years before you come to that. They should go back and look at what they did wrong, and you know where this crisis started. I think the PDP 2020.
You mean PDP crisis?
Yes. When the 2023 presidential candidate of the party, Atiku Abubakar, is part of the problem in PDP. How can you say you want power to return to the north after 8 years of northern presidency? That's where the whole thing started. And some person said, no, we cannot do that. And that's where the FCT minister started with his son, Yendeba. When you give to the north, you give to the south. And because Atiku has decided to make PDP his personal property because of his ambition to be president, that we should vote another northerner, him, after 8 years of Buhari. And that's the APC, in East Wisdom, decided to move forward to the south. I'm sure that singular decision PDP took is the reason why the PDP has not recovered from the crisis, and it will continue to haunt the party if they don't find a way to correct that anomaly.
All right, very well.